When you turn the water on, you can see that it comes shooting out in a parallel fashion to the forks. So the forks are opening up and spreading and allowing the water to flush down. And you can easily turn this off. Okay, so what I want to demonstrate to you, you can see when that goes in, you can actually see how deep into the fins it gets. The other beauty of it is that the tips themselves actually bend inward so that they actually form a pie shape. So they're very flexible for that reason. Okay, so that's our demonstration one. This is the filter that you just saw us remove from the Hayward cartridge. And on the top you can see this is actually dead bugs and debris that is also found inside the fins. This just happened to be on the top of the filter. So what I suggest you do is when you start is first wash off those bugs and debris off the top. And then what you'll do is you'll go in and you'll start with a rotating action. You always go in, never go straight in, always go in with a slight angle and your combs will never hang up. And you're basically doing a churning action. You're trying to pull the debris out, and when you get to a strap, you just simply jump the strap, do a reverse, and go right around it. You're going to do 2 complete rotations around the filter, but you're only going to do a half a whip movement each segment. And don't worry about getting everything out of the filter the first time around. You're just merely prepping, getting the debris loosened up and knocking a certain amount of it down. By the time you do the second complete rotation, you'll have cleaned the filter sufficiently to put it back into the cartridge. Now, if you have an extremely dirty environment, there's nothing to say that you can't take extra time and clean further. Okay? And as you can see, we're already starting to see a lightening up of the color. That is actually the debris that has been filtered out of the water coming off of the filter paper, so the filter paper is returning to its original white color. And again, you can see that once you get the habit of this, it's very simple. There's no resistance on the Aqua-Comb fork. And you see the initial surge of dirt that comes out. And that's the beauty of this, is it gives you leverage to get the physical mass out from between. And as we continue to go around the filter, you can see, and I'm doing a half width of the comb overlap. That gives you, for each rotation that you do of the filter, you're getting 2 swipes at each area, so that the total of 4 passes by the time you're through. Now I'm actually putting the fork into the base of the filter, which you saw on our sample filter. And you can see a large amount of sand that's coming out and bugs. We have an older pool here, so there's a lot of marcite that has broken loose and been caught in the filter system. Now, we're just about completed 1 revolution, and this is where you're going to see the polish. You're going to see the color starts to dramatically change. You're getting back to your original white. And as I said, if you're a perfectionist, you can spend a little more time on it, and get more debris out of the thing. But there is a point to where you're just wasting your time. That with the Aqua-Comb, it's going to get you 98% of the dirt is going to be removed that are clogging the filter, and the other 2 to 4% really has no bearing on the effectiveness of the filter. You're going to, as far as the frequency of performing this task, it really is indicative of the environment that you have. Some people can get away with cleaning a filter every couple of months, some every month, and some have to do it every week. It just depends on whether you have a screen cage or not, how many bugs or what kind of vegetation that's falling in like leaves that fall into your pool, especially in the northern market. That's very common because you don't have a screened porch or a screened environment around it, so the leaves from your trees get sucked into your system. This is excellent for removal of leaves and debris of vegetation in nature and also bugs. So we've just about completed our second revolution, and we have 3 more swipes. Okay, and there we are. And as you can see, we're getting nice clean water coming out of there. You're not seeing the flushing. And there you go. We've done 2 complete revolutions. We turn off our Aqua-Comb, and you can see now when I open this up, see how clean the fins are in there? This flat area is actually your filter. The lead edge and the base do very little filtering. It's all the sides, and this is what the Aqua-Comb does. It very thoroughly cleans the flat sections between, and it does it, as you saw, quite fast and effective. So all we have left to do is we will now return this to the Hayward cartridge, and we will reverse all the steps that you just saw us do before. If you can see now that the water is subsiding, you can see all the sand and debris that has come out of here. Now, I've done it on the edge of my porch, and I will actually now take my Aqua-Comb, which is really nice. It acts like a nice little broom. And I can go in, and I can blow all that debris into my garden area. Now, if you don't have a garden area, you can either do it on your cement step outside your porch, or do it by the porch door, and just open the door up and it will flush out into the grass outside.